What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. So today I promised you guys that, well, I promised somebody that I would do the, just show them how to change the turbo oil inlet tube. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that, and then really quick, it's not going to take that long, and then I need you guys' help with something, and it has to do with a former co-worker of mine, and I think you guys are going to like actually helping out with this one. She really wanted my opinion, so I'm taking it to you guys. So let's get this started. Let me just show you guys how to do this really quick, and then I'll talk to you about that. So let's get started. Alright guys, so before I start, I just want to say, always make sure that when you're doing this and you're working in the engine bay, that the car is cooled down. It's not hot. Right now the car is kind of hot, but I wanted to show you this before I go to the gym, so I won't really be touching it. So I'll be pretty good. But obviously, if you're going to actually change the oil inlet tube from the turbo, remember the turbo, if you try to do this when you get home, the turbo is really freaking hot, so just be careful with that. So let's get started with this, and again, I'm not actually taking anything apart because mine's already done, and again, the turbo's hot, so I'm not going to actually take stuff apart, but this should take you about 10 to 15 minutes to actually change if the car's cooled down and things like that. So let's. Alright guys, so you're going to need some tools obviously to do this, and you actually only need two tools and something else. So you need a 17-inch wrench, and the reason for the wrench is because you need this to actually take the top bolt off, the top oil bolt off of the turbo. There's not a whole lot of room to use a socket, so you need an open face wrench, 17-inch open face wrench. Next, for the bottom, you could use an open face wrench for that, or you can use a socket wrench. So 17 inches there, preferably short, because again, if you use one that's too long, this one fortunately isn't too long. If you use one that's too long, there's not enough actual space, so remember that. And lastly, sorry, distracted, degreaser right there, degreaser, or carb choke, or brake clean, because you want to clean the area anyway. So that's what you guys are going to need to actually change this. And actually, let me show you my old. So if you guys haven't watched my previous videos, this is how I had to ghetto fix this, at least to drive it for a couple of days until the part came in. RTV, and then some zip ties, obviously, and any import driver or just car person's lifesaver, and an old tube to try to find where the leak was. It held for a little bit, but it still leaked somewhat. So that's what I had to do. I had to MacGyver it. Sorry. Alright guys, so before we go over the car, I just wanted to show you something really quick. So this hose is actually directional, and the way you actually know the direction is this part of one part of the metal tube is actually longer right here, and then this part is shorter. So this part actually goes to the top of the turbo, and then exactly the way I'm holding it right now, is how it would sit. So this part sits on top of the turbo like this, and then this part right here bends around, and actually the oil bolt goes in this way right in. So it's, like I said, it's very simple to actually do. And what I'll do actually is, let me take. So if you're doing this from the, sorry if I'm so close to the microphone, if you're doing this just from the outside of the car, this is actually how the hose would actually sit if this were on the inside. Unfortunately, it's a little tough to actually show you, but that's how it would sit. That one right there should be facing outward. That one right there should be facing down. And that, so let me know if you guys understand that or not. It's really not that hard to do. Alright, so we're going to start from the top first. Remember, I'm not actually taking anything off, but I just want to show you guys. So we are going to start from the top first by loosening the top oil bolt. So Alright guys, again, my car is hot because I just got home, but this right here is the top oil bowl. And as you can see, there's not a whole lot of room to get this in. So I actually have to flip this to the other side, or find space, and then if I can do this, so obviously right there, then I'd have to turn ever so slowly, and not with a whole lot of room to actually get that bolt off. So I would take the top one off first, and as you guys can see, it leads right here. This is the longer part of that hose that I was saying. It leads right here and then down that way. That way. All right, I gotta grab my daughter's boogie board so I can get under the car. She's probably gonna punch me for using this, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So. All right, guys, so next you're gonna wanna use your 17-inch socket and your degreaser. So let's get under the... Alright guys, so now we're under the car, and that bolt right there, that is the oil bolt. And actually, I don't know if you could see it or not from there, but there, if you look really closely, right there, oops, sorry, there you go, whatever, there you go. That right there is one of 4 copper gaskets that you're going to want to make sure you keep. Oop, okay. So all you do is literally take your 17-inch socket. I think this one's okay. This one's too long as well. But you would take your short 17-inch socket and take that off. Yeah, that's too long too. But I think you guys get the point. So the other thing I want you guys to see is that there is a whole lot of, if you guys can see that, there's like a ton of space to actually do that, and so it shouldn't be that hard to actually loop that hose down. I mean, I swear you can, if anything, you like, I'm looking at, where is it, right somewhere up there is my blow-off valve, but again, it's really not that hard to do. It probably, like I said, it should take you about 10-15 minutes. I'm sure if you took it to a shop, it would take them 5-10 minutes, and they would just hold the car there and charge you for a whole hour of labor, and it doesn't take that long. So anyway, like I was saying, I didn't mention earlier, you have 4 copper gaskets, 4 copper rings. Make sure you do not lose those. Those are very important. One of the rings actually goes here. Glad I have this out actually. So you get 1 ring here and then your bolt, 1 ring down here and then that bolts in, and then same with the top. 1 ring on the top, 1 ring on the bottom. Again, make sure you don't lose those. Those are very important. I almost did lose it because I was doing one of them because I was doing it at night, which is, again, make sure you're doing it during the day or have adequate lighting when you're doing this. So I'm just trying to think of if I didn't mention anything. Oh, so I'm trying to remember, make sure you do when you're tightening it down, make sure you do the top bolt first, or else the bottom one is going to be a pain in the ass to put back on. So do the top bolt first and make sure that's threaded not all the way down. Make sure it's kind of tight but not all the way tight, and then do the bottom so that way you can line it up correctly and it actually works better that way for you guys. So let me know what you guys think about this. Hopefully it helps you guys out. And now I'm going to wonder why my daughter is looking at me funny out of the window. Hi, how you do? Do that again? Deuces? Deuces. I love my daughter. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about that, and just about changing this. If you guys have any questions, please let me know, and I will definitely answer them for you. Just put them down in the comment section. I check every single comment, even if it's a negative one, which fortunately there haven't been too many, so I'm not worried about it. But let me know what you guys think. Now I need you guys. Well, now I got to put the car back down on the ground. Alright guys, so I'm gonna just do a fit me here while I'm talking to you guys. So anyway, I was talking to a former coworker of mine, and she has a Dodge Charger. She's a mother of 3, all this other stuff. So she sent me a list of cars that she was thinking about getting. And I have to say, no, no, Krista. 3 cars that she sent me were, let me see, one was a Subaru BRZ. Again, she's a mother of 3. So that wasn't gonna work. Plus, she's like in her 40s, so that basic car for her basically says midlife crisis. A Subaru Legacy, which a newer one too at that, which to me says very boring and you've completely given up on life. Sorry, Krista, but it's true. And then there was the Nissan Maxima RL, I think it was called. It's I don't know, whoever that was, cute. Anyway, it's the Subaru, the Nissan Maxima RL. It's all-wheel drive, and that's more her style. You know, and then it was kind of interesting because then she said to me, and this is where I need your help in convincing her. She said to me, well, is there something else out there that's all-wheel drive that seats 4, things like that? And then she said, which I was so happy, KDM rules, son! She brought up the Kia Stinger. And then, of course, I told her if she got that car, I would be her bitch. Oh my God, I love that car. Still wouldn't get her to my Genesis Coupe though. We were talking about it and things like that, and well, first of all, before we go on, check out the Stinger. If you haven't seen it, you've been under a freaking rock. Car is nasty. Okay, now that you've caught up with the rest of the world, you know, so we started talking about it. She actually spec'd the car out and things like that. She's looking at a 2-liter turbo, obviously. The Stinger GT was just too much in general. But, well, interesting, not really. I guess the price was high, but the power, oh my God, she would... I don't know, she's gonna get tickets with the regular Stinger. So but she spec'd it out. It came out to about 45,000 with everything that she wanted, and the Maxima RL came out to about 38,000. Now most people would say, oh, get the Maxima, get the Maxima, get the Maxima, but no, it's KDM. I had to tell her, you know, if she really thought about it, and I had to kind of play to her ego a little bit, you know, it's a Kia Stinger. There's not going to be that many out on the road. If you take a look at the Genesis Coupe, especially around here, there's not too many. It's rare that you see 2 in the same place, let alone seeing 2 in the same town or anything like that, or reverse that. But so she's definitely going to check it out, but I need you guys' help in convincing her. So if you guys can put down in the comment section if you would take the Stinger or the Maxima, you know, we could, matter of fact, I'm gonna make a poll. That's what I'm gonna do. I want you guys to vote in the poll about what, the Stinger or the Maxima, and then I will give it to Krista and say you need to get the Stinger. Hint, hint. It's kind of awesome that she asked me. She knows I love cars. She kind of forgot that I had the Genesis Coupe. I haven't seen her in about a year or so. But it's just interesting. She kind of forgot that baby right there is mine. My ride's one of a kind. No, I'm kidding. So let me know what you guys think about that think what you should get in the comment section. Also, again, let me know what you guys think about changing the oil inlet tube that's on the turbo. That's usually one of the places where an oil leak is going to happen with this car, and most people think it's from the blow-off valve, but 9 times out of if you have an aftermarket one, but 9 times out of 10 it's usually that hose. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. I gotta actually just test fit that to that. So just stick around for a few minutes, and then I gotta actually end the video. I gotta head to the gym, things like that. Oh yeah. If you guys didn't notice, I bought a new light. That's why, you know, you're seeing somewhat. Yeah. So just for you guys, new light, and actually a new SIM card for the camera, so that way I have more time just to run my mouth. Kidding. So once I use my JB gasket sealer, maker, whatever, I will actually bolt that down. Sorry, you know, can't complain. Look at this face. But yeah, I will bolt that down and torque that down. So it's getting there. The motor, you know, it's definitely coming together, obviously, and you know, I'm glad you guys are watching and sticking around. I am probably going to have to spray this bottom end here, so I probably shouldn't have put this on top, but I did it carefully. So I will actually clean all this up. I got to scrape all this with a razor blade and things like that. And then, you know, it's go time as far as putting this back on. The oil pump actually goes here. So there's not much, again, that I actually have to do. I do think I'm going to need to buy a timing chain kit, just because what's the point in putting all this new stuff on the block and then not use a new timing chain? So I'm going to actually order one of those in the next few days or so. And so the next time you actually see this, the bottom end, most of the bottom end should be together, to be quite honest with you. So we're progressing. And I want to say thank you guys for sticking around and watching. If you guys are new to the channel, go back and watch some of the other videos. There's plenty of this build when I got the motor, all this other stuff, my twin engine Genesis Coupe video. So go back, check out some of my videos. If you like them, definitely hit that subscribe button. My channel's growing. It's all because of you guys. I want to say thank you. Thank you for just watching. Thank you for being cool. Thank you for commenting. We're going places. We're definitely going places, and it's because of you guys. I'm just putting out the videos. You guys are watching. Thank you very much. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification button, and be cool, and make no limitation your only limitation. Peace.